Oh, come on. Okay, so share screen. I'll share the screen I'm on now. Okay, can everyone see my screen I've got up there?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'll have to make this a little bit larger, I think. Yep, okay. What we're talking about tonight, or what I'm talking about tonight, is the pomegranate, or the Atomy mixed jelly pomegranate, okay? The pomegranate itself has a very long history. If you go back to ancient Egypt and many other places, and yeah, okay, goodbye, I don't want that. Pomegranate served as a form of beauty treatment a very long time ago. In the Middle East, because vitamin C was very hard to get hold of, it was very hard to keep beauty. Because of the desert terrains and the harsh sands and strong winds and that, the skin would dry out very quickly and you would lose your collagen and you'd lose your elastin and you'd lose your fibrin as well too. So your collagen and elastin are the two main ones that keep your skin beautiful. Now, if you have a look at the skin structure, which is I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, if you have a look at the skin structure, you will see here where the mouse pointer is, there's a thing called a collagen fiber. And there's a longitudinal section, transverse section, is blood vessels and things like that. But you'll see in here, there's the elastin, which is these things here. This looks like little rubber bands under the skin. All right. Well, those little rubber bands under the skin are what keep your skin firm. Now, elastin is built by vitamin C, and collagen, which is the fibers that keep the skin strong and firm, are built by vitamin C. So you see by the skin, the top part of the skin is very important. That's where all your beauty comes from. You know, they say beauty is skin deep. Well, it literally is. If your skin is strong and firm, your collagen and your elastin and your fibroblasts and all that are very strong and very firm. So you get very nice looking, soft skin that looks firm. Well, to keep that sort of thing, you need to be able to get hold of the pomegranate. Now, you'll see here from the Beauty and Women's Health, pomegranate was the beauty secret to Cleopatra. Now, Cleopatra was the queen of the Nile for many, many years. She once knew the Caesar and Cleopatra and Mark Antony and other people like that. And also in Japan and in the Eastern world, beauty was very important. So to maintain collagen and elastin in your skin, you had to eat your pomegranate. Now, as you can see from the internet and from the information contained in the pomegranate, not only does it have a nice taste, but also has the vitamins and minerals you need to build up and maintain your skin. Now, you notice on here, it's 44% pomegranate, which is what you need. You also need the water. But in here, we've also got the pineapple concentrate, which is what helps you get rid of what they call senescent cells, which is very good. Acid regulators, not too much vitamin C and things like that. So being able to use pomegranate to help bring about your firmer and good looking skin is very important, because you've got to treat yourself from the inside out as well as treat yourself from the inside from the outside in. Now, if you have a look at some of the health effects, pomegranate is very good as an antioxidant, which helps eliminate free radicals and helps the body get rid of HOOH, which is hydrogen peroxide, which prematurely ages you, as well as having a very strong concentration of vitamin C, around 40%. That vitamin C is what helps build up the collagen, elastin, and the fibrin, which is what this part of the cell is. This part of here where the collagen is and the fibrin and the elastin, this is where all part of the cells are. These are all vitally important, including blood vessels and that. You know, healthy blood vessels means good blood flow, means beautiful skin. So you need to keep your blood flow levels very good. So apart from that, it's also a cancer prevention. The reason it prevents cancer is because it gets rid of a thing called senescent cells. They're cells that have died but haven't been removed from the body, or they're cells that are in the progress or process of dying that have become a threat to the body, but the body is worn out and there's not enough vitamin C to get rid of those cells. Now, as you can see, it does Alzheimer's disease protection. Now, Alzheimer's is a thing called beta amyloid plaque, which is rubbish on the brain, rubbish on the nerve cells. And those nerve cells get that rubbish from aluminium oxide and other forms of rubbish that are in our foods and environments. Now, it helps bond to and get rid of aluminium oxides as well as other things to get rid of the effects that Alzheimer's disease causes on the brain. Now, as you can see, Crohn's disease and ulcerated colitis and things like that. Now, Crohn's disease and ulcerated colitis comes from a form of EBV, which is called the Epstein-Barr virus. EBV is an allergy or causes type 1, type 2, or type 3 hypersensitivity, which causes the body to react. And that gives you a cytokine storm. It's an overreaction. Your body basically overreacts to what it's eating and tries to kill itself. So your stomach, along with your stress and your worry and things like that, also cause problems. But the vitamin C helps eliminate that. It helps eliminate some of the stresses by keeping the muscles of the digestive system firm. Now, you've got to remember, every part of our body has skin. Every part of our body has skin. Our intestinal lines are covered with skin. Our digestive, our blood vessels, our lungs, our heart, even our brain's covered with skin. So without very strong vitamin C, you get weak collagen elastin. I mean, you can get a stroke by having very weak veins in the head and very weak arteries in the head because you're lacking your collagen and your elastin, as well as your fibroblasts and things like that. So having that, it maintains your prevention against Alzheimer's and your digestion. Anti-inflammatory. The reason it works as an anti-inflammatory, inflammation comes from a thing called a cytokine storm. It's a body's overreaction to something that the body doesn't like. Now, if you can minimize the body's chances of overreacting, you reduce your swelling. And you're reducing your swelling, you maintain better blood flow, because every time the body swells up, every time the skin swells up, all the little arteries and blood vessels that are inside the skin, including the heart and everything else, they all get squashed shut. So you're losing blood flow to skin, you're losing blood flow to the heart. That's why people with a lot of stress can die of a heart attack, because the stress has caused all the little blood vessels to be closed up or squashed. So blood flow is not flowing into the heart or to the lungs or things like that. So it helps anti-inflammatory. It stops the body from squashing the blood vessels closed. And arthritis is caused by EBV, Epstein-Barr virus, and it causes the body to overreact. It causes cartilage damage. It causes the body to fight against the cartilage and things like that, and cause osteoporosis, rheumatoid arthritis, as well as gene inflammation. So vitamin C helps prevent an overreaction, which causes that. Now, heart disease, pomegranate helps eliminate heart disease. As it says here, studies have shown it improves blood flow and keeps the arteries from becoming stiff and thick. Well, when you look at the construction of the skin and you look at the construction of the arteries, if the skin is nice and firm and there's no squashing of the skin, the arteries remain open and clean, including the arteries that are got rubbish in them. The vitamin C helps remove the rubbish that's inside the arteries, right? And if you look on the aging and the tissues, one of the main problems of aging is called a homeostatic imbalance. Now, homeostatic imbalance is caused by either doing too much, calcium deficiency, stress. Well, there's a lot of things that causes homeostasis imbalance. But once you can work out how to maintain and protect your life against autoimmune diseases, which is where vitamin C is very good at doing that, you can eliminate your high blood pressure. So if the arteries in the skin are squashed because the arteries have been collapsed because of the collagen elastin that's been squashed out of them, the maintaining healthy cell division. So if you don't have enough vitamin C, your bodies can't reproduce. There's not enough strength in your body to reproduce. So your cell cycle fails. So instead of your cell cycle lasting 180 days, your cell cycle shortens down to sometimes 80 days, sometimes 50 days. Now, if you can equate the cell cycle or the replication of cell cycle at 180 days, That's approximately how long you will live, is to 180 years. But as you shorten your cell cycle down to 80 days, you will have an age of approximately 80 years old that you will live to. But if you shorten your cell cycle down below that to 50 days, because you're not getting enough vitamin C, so if you're not getting enough pomegranate with the strong concentration of vitamin C, you're not getting enough of the necessary materials to build up and develop strong arterial walls. I lost the thing, anyway, that'll do. And from that, it's also an antiviral. Now, if your body is run down and it's tired, your viruses find very good access to your body. Well, your vitamin C acts as the defense system against that. So the pomegranate, once again, has a very, that's the dog, sorry about the dog. Dogs also need it as well too, because pets, all skin, whether it be animal or human, has vitamin C in it. It has collagen, elastin, and as well as other things as well. So pets need it just as well too. So if you can put a little bit of it into your pet food, that'd be nice too. And it also helps your memory. All right. So daily 8 ounces of pomegranate juice improves learning and memory according to recent studies. Now, if you're having an ability to, or you're having a disability to have children, it's quite likely that you're not getting enough collagen and elastin to strengthen the womb up. So the vitamin C found in the pomegranate is also good for sexual performance and fertility. So for both men and women, it helps you have endurance if you want to have children. So that's another thing. It also helps you with sport, because vitamin C helps transport blood, right? Your cells, your red blood cells, they need vitamin C to be strong. But you need vitamin C to absorb iron. That's why iron comes with bioflavonoids, which is basically vitamin C. So if you're running low on iron or you're taking iron supplements, you can take a pomegranate with them, which will give you the necessary vitamin C to help the iron be absorbed into the body. So having that helps you with your exercise as well as diabetes. Now, a lot of countries in the world, as particularly in the Middle East and India, they don't have access to this type of food, particularly the Middle East. So they have to use the actual pomegranate to help with their DID. Now, if you can decrease the insulin resistance, now, beta amyloid plaque is what causes your cells to not respond to the pollution and rubbish that's being given around there. So if you can decrease the pollution, you also decrease your insulin resistance and you lower your blood sugar levels. So there are many, many benefits of having the pomegranate, as well as the beauty and the health effects and the strength of the skin and the development and strength of the cycle of the cell cycle and the, where is it, find another thing, your cell junctions. Now, in your cell junctions, where the two cells join each other, in the cell junctions in here, you'll see that the two cells are lining to each other and they're touching each other. Right? That cell junction is called an adhesion belt. Now you notice that adhesion belt is where the two cells are holding on to each other like in a really tight grip. That collagen elastin is what provides you with that really strong grip to keep cells together, to keep the cells firm. Now this is the inside of an intestinal cell, and you'll see that the intestinal cells are being held very firm, what they call adhesion points or base membrane. They hold the cell to the base membrane, which is your subcell strata, as well as they hold the cells together. So without having a good strong vitamin C, which the pomegranate provides, as well as its other vitamin E and other minerals that it has, it provides you with excellent cell junctions and cell adhesion. That's how it keeps your beauty. Now, as you can see, adherent junction, there's many different types. You've got tight adherent and so on and so on. But without that, the cells become loose and they become free and they become sloppy and they age and you look 20 years older than you should be. So that's why you've got to keep something to keep your skin and your collagen, your elastin firm together. Now, if you look at the muscle tissue, you'll see that in between the muscle tissue is the striations as well as the nucleus. Now, each muscle is held together by its little pieces of glue. And little pieces of glue in the heart muscles also keep the heart muscles from coming apart. Now, you've got to remember that if you have an artery that's operational, the outside skin here stops the artery from bursting, because as an artery expands and contracts, that outside skin on the end of the arteries is your collagen, elastin, and your fibrin. So that outer layer is what allows your skin to stretch and come back. So when your arteries have blood pumping in them, they're closed. Normally they open up, and when the blood goes through, they close again. That collagen elastin is what helps maintain the elasticity of the arteries. So that helps you stay younger and fitter and reduces your blood pressure, and it also keeps your nerve cells together. It keeps your brain functioning properly, nerve cell. That's why it helps with your memory and things like that. Because on your brain cells, it cleans up all these little areas of your cells that would normally be filled up with junk from bad diet, bad food, bad lifestyle, bad cooking, stress, and things like that. So it improves your memory because it stops this part of the brain from getting fogged up by rubbish. So it helps you clean your nervous system off. So there are a lot of benefits to having the pomegranate. There's not only the beauty, there's the health, there's also the fact that it helps your digestive system. And I can see here that's got several awards, which is very nice. Vita Foods Asia. Yeah, I'm thinking from Turkey. Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
So, that's the information on